Every parent wants to prepare their child for the real world, but many don't really know where to start.
So licensed professional counselor Kristen Holland with Valley Christian Counseling Center is here to talk about what we can do to help teach our children valuable life skills. And it really does. It comes at a young age. You need to start kind of implementing these things.
Yes, absolutely. The earlier you start, the better. But the good news is these are skills that I think can be taught at any stage of life, so it's never too late. But I love teaching about life skills because it's so important. It's such an important topic. And lately it's been on my mind recently with all the area high schoolers graduating high school. They're kind of entering that transition phase where they're going to be going off to college, moving away from home for the first time, maybe entering the workforce. And when you take a minute and think about all of the skills that you do on a regular basis to live as a healthy, independent, fully functioning, contributing member of society, it's a lot. Life skills encompasses a broad range of behaviors. So I'm talking about interactions with others, basic social skills, being able to handle conflict, make and keep friends, time management, money management, being able to problem solve, make decisions, utilize good judgment, household basics, being able to keep a cleanly living area. We were just talking about laundry and ironing and those types of things. Healthy living habits, just being able to get adequate sleep each night and know that I need to eat 3 meals a day and I need to obtain adequate nutrition. These are all very complex tasks. And so yes, absolutely, the earlier you can start them, the better.
And so how do you begin that process with kids?
Okay, well, I'm going to share one of my favorite resources with people. This is a free resource. Anybody can go to Google, go to thrivingfamily.com. It's a really helpful website, and they have an awesome little checklist. If you just type in their search bar, life skills checklist, they have this checklist by Christine Field, and she breaks it down into these different age ranges. So I have this checklist with me today. We have ages 4 through 7, 8 through 12, and then it goes to 13 to 15, 16 to 18, and it talks about these specific behaviors that you can focus on teaching your kids.
And I love some of them you mentioned, but some of them, like, we don't even as adults like to do sometimes, like conflict, you know?
Adulting is hard, right? We were just talking about that. Like, sometimes you have those weeks and it's like, can I go back to being 5 where I didn't have any responsibilities?
And you watch Finding Nemo and Finding Dory all the time.
You just want to hide in your room, yeah, and have your Disney movie marathon all weekend. But, you know, one problem that we've really encountered over the past decade or so, college counseling centers are seeing an incredible rise in mental health issues. And there's a number of reasons why this probably is, and we're still kind of learning what goes into that. But one of the things is they found a significant correlation between overparenting, or what popular media often refers to as helicopter parenting, and mental health issues among college students. So it's important to note the correlation does not equal causation, right? So at this point, we can't say helicopter parenting causes all these mental health issues, but we do know that there's a significant relationship. And I think a lot of parents hear about this information and they're like, oh, those helicopter parents, glad I'm not one of them. But when you think about it, if you're a good parent, I think everybody is guilty at some point or another of maybe kind of overstepping, stepping in and trying to fix whatever problem is occurring, or just doing things for your child because it's easier, instead of kind of stepping back and letting this be a teaching moment, or you know, letting your children figure out, okay, how am I going to go talk to my teacher and talk to them about this bad grade that I got, and what I can do to do better.
So let me ask you this, because helicopter parenting is kind of a nebulous term. It's not really well defined. So how would you give some parameters on what you see to be as helicopter parenting?
Yeah, I think, you know, we all love our kids, right? We want the best for our kids, and we want to help them. But I think helicopter parenting is really, there's probably no good catch-all definition, but kind of being so anxious, you want your your kid's life to go so smoothly that you just kind of jump in and do things or take over for them. You don't like them to experience any type of failure, any type of setback, because, oh, that's your child and you just can't stand to see them upset, when in reality we all go through adversity, and those are really good teaching moments.
And we'll talk more about how to get that balance and teach them then the important skills they'll need later on, coming up after a break.